Good morning. I'm John Jerkowitz, and it is Monday, July 31st, 2017. Good morning, and welcome to our weekly motivation and inspiration. A few years ago, a company hired me to work with the general manager who they were considering promoting into executive management. The person had been with the company his entire career and had worked his way up from being a line worker into supervision and finally into mid-level management. And so I drove out to meet him to have lunch with him. And as we were sitting and talking, I noticed he was very nervous to the point where he was somewhat fearful. So me being me, I said to him, "Is something bothering you?" Well, he looked down at this plate, looked up at me, and there was a look of total panic in his eyes. He said, "Johnny," that's what he called me, "Johnny, these guys have known me my entire career. They knew the shortcuts I took. They knew the times that I overlooked things. And now they want me to be in charge of a whole division. How am I going to handle this?" Well, I talked to him for a little bit about how our careers are a learning experience, how we grow, all that neat textbook stuff. And as I looked across the table, I could tell I wasn't getting through. So finally, I did something I've never done before, and I don't think I'll ever do again. We were in a restaurant that maybe had about 20, 25 tables, if that, with 2 to 4 people at each table. It was comfortably full. And I looked around the room and I stood up and I took my fork and I kind of clinked my water glass like you see in the movies when somebody's getting ready to do something. And I said, "Excuse me, would everybody in this room who has never messed something up please stand up?" Most people laughed. A couple people headed towards the exit with a strange look on their face. But I sat down and I looked across the table at my lunch partner and I said, "See, you got good company." So here's my thought for the week. There's a lot of things we don't do because we're afraid. And if we're not careful, we start to believe, well, we're the only person that's ever done anything like that in the history of creation. But if we take a little bit of time and look around, we come to find out that we're not alone. There's lots of people who've taken a wrong step or a misstep and lived to tell about it. So here's my challenge for the week. If there's something you want to do, it's something that you've just been holding back on because you're afraid, realize there's a lot of people swimming in that pool. Go ahead and jump in and begin that journey. So till next Monday, I am John Jerkowitz. I hope you have a great week. See you soon.